Welcome back. I trust you've been staying safe. Now, for those who are not aware, Beyonce, the queen of music, has actually been on her Cowboy Carter tour. And as of some few hours ago, she made a scheduled stop at Atlanta to put on the show again. But unfortunately, although she had a successful show, tragedy has found its way to hit her and her entourage, because it has been reported that hard drives containing Beyonce's unreleased music and several items have been stolen from a vehicle that had been rented by her choreographer during this Cowboy Carter tour stop in Atlanta as of recent as last week. So the 911 call was received regarding this theft from a vehicle, and the person actually on the call was alluding to the fact that whoever had broken into the vehicle had taken computers and that there was important information on those computers as far as their profession and other things they pursue are concerned. And this person was also talking about the fact that he works with someone who is like of a high status and they really need that computer and everything back. Now, based on this 911 call, a preliminary investigation was conducted and it revealed that 2 suitcases, which belonged to Beyonce's choreographer called Christopher Grant, and one of her backup dancers called DeAndre Blue, had actually been stolen out of a rented Jeep Wagoneer while it was parked on the first level of a parking deck. Now, I don't know exactly where these things were. It's a Wagoneer, so I don't know if these cases were actually in the trunk or maybe somewhere on any of the seats. But I'll get to that bit and give my 2 cents on that, because this is something that is happening a lot, not just in the US, but actually around the world. I mean, here in Ghana, and we have our own fair share of this. But I'll get into that after bringing you the details of this unfortunate thing that has hit Beyonce. Now, 2 laptops and hard drives, which contained watermarked music, unreleased music, footage plans, and past and future set lists were among the items stolen. And if you are familiar with the music or entertainment industry, you would appreciate how crucial these things are, how valuable they are. Investigators from the Atlanta Police Department's Larceny from Auto Unit have been leading this investigation. And as of the time of putting out this video, an arrest warrant has been issued for an unnamed suspect. Now, Grant and Blue were reached out for a comment, and Grant also reported that $1,000 worth of clothing, a pair of Tom Ford glasses valued at $500, and a Toomey book bag valued at $750 were also stolen from this vehicle. Blue also reported that a MacBook Air and a pair of headphones were also stolen. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is very unfortunate. And before you start questioning how security conscious they were, let me just let you appreciate how practical these kind of issues are and ways by which we can prevent them, because it happens to everyone. I told you we have our own fair share, even here in Ghana, in Africa. So it's not that maybe they were careless per se. It's a Wagoneer, and if you are familiar with how the Wagoneer is, you would appreciate how some of these things can happen. But then, I digress. So, like I said, it's not yet clear whether the items were in the trunk or they were left on the seat or something. But one security measure I will share with anyone watching or listening to me is don't leave any valuable things on your on your seats in your vehicle. Valuable here does not necessarily mean something that is already expensive. But don't leave anything that will draw attention and entice someone to break into your vehicle or attempt to break into your vehicle. Things like handbags, laptop bags, suitcases, wallets, mobile phones, sunglasses, even depending on their brand. If you happen to leave these things in your vehicle at a point where people from outside the vehicle can see them into the vehicle, it's almost as though you are enticing somebody to try and break into the vehicle. Because trust you me, there are now people whose main job is to scour around parked vehicles and sort of take a sneak peek into the vehicle to see what somebody may have left in there that they could take advantage of, break the glass, or break into the vehicle by one means or the other and steal. So the moment you leave some of these things, you put yourself at risk. And sometimes people may be like, oh, I'm around. I'm just picking something from this building and coming back. I won't be long. But trust you me, for the perpetrators of such crimes, they don't need much time to execute their theft. Barely 3-5 minutes, or sometimes even under 2 minutes is enough if it's a smash and grab. They'll just smash through the glass, pick it up, and they are gone. And the annoying thing is, they steal some of these things which are very valuable, and because they are desperate for cash, they go somewhere to sell and they sell it very cheaply. So you lose on both sides. It's rather advised that if your vehicle has a trunk, you consider keeping your valuable items in the trunk. I know someone watching will say, yeah, but the trunk can still be broken into. It's true. But at least in the trunk, they don't get to see what is in the trunk for them to be enticed to try and break into the trunk. And relatively, it's a bit more challenging to break into a trunk than to break through a window of a vehicle. It's very unfortunate that this has happened to Beyonce, and she's still set to perform her fourth and final concert in Atlanta on Monday night after playing at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the 10th, 11th, and 13th of July, after which she will head out to Las Vegas next for her upcoming show on July 25th. But like I was saying, it's very unfortunate this has happened to her, and I'm sure the police will get to the bottom of this. I just hope that they retrieve all these items from this person that they've arrested, or whoever they would finally arrest as being the actual culprit. And I'm also hoping and actually expecting that, especially for the music files and some of those sensitive documents, the Carter team or Beyonce and her team may actually have some backup somewhere. I'm hoping. I don't think they will be carrying the only copies they have like that. I doubt. And I hope whoever is responsible for allowing this to be stolen or mistakenly sort of losing their guard for this theft to happen wouldn't also be punished by Beyonce and her team. Well, I leave that to them. But hey, let's keep our heads up. These things are happening all around us. I just thought I'd let you know that even the high profile face these things. That's to show that we are all human. It didn't happen to Beyonce herself, but it happened to people around her who are in charge of things for her. And some of these things are related to her body of work. Stay safe out there. I'll catch you on the next one.